You may or may not have put yourself the goal to take these last few weeks of the year to be a Proverbs 31 woman, and I'm trying to do that too, but I'm having a hard time with diligence. And let me tell you, I am right here with you, but God will take us there. Not to perfection, but to the woman that He wants us to be. So He'll copy paste you into situations where it forces you to be a Proverbs 31 woman, and so this is what He's done with me. He put me in this new job with this new morning routine and His new mercies every day to become more like His Son. So let's go throughout this morning in sections with Proverbs 31 and see if I can do it before the year ends. I mentioned this later on in the video, but getting up in the morning is a little bit easier when you have a place to be at. When I don't have a specific place to clock into, it is extremely hard to get up, even if there is stuff on your to-do list. And so that's one of the biggest differences that I've noticed that's happened to me in the morning. I have an initiative to get up, and this is where the diligence comes in, because even though I don't feel like getting up, I still know that the Lord put this in my life. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Today is the coldest day of the season. It's the most coziest fall day. I'm very excited for today. Another day where God is sustaining this entire earth. So we're gonna make it a good day. So let's go. Yes, I'm in all pink. Coincidentally, I did not plan this. I just ended up wearing pink every single morning. This robe is a gift. This water bottle is a gift. And this headband is a gift. So I'm in the vibes every morning. It's currently 5:45 in the morning, so I'm gonna get dressed and start my day. I just want to talk about this new job for a minute because I feel like it came at the most perfect time in my life, and only God knows that, right? Like, I would have never seen the future. I would have never known that this is exactly what I needed. But I was in a moment where it was 1 year post-grad and I was trying to figure out like my schedule, what I really wanted to do with my time, because I was spent like maybe half of the day editing or planning out videos, and then the other half of the day I would fill it up with distractions, things that weren't necessarily super toxic, but things that I could have spent my time more productive things. I did finish what I had to do for that day, but then I had all this extra time throughout the day, and it would not help me because the next day, because I felt like I had so much time in the day, I would procrastinate things. So when I got this new job and I really had to lock in and be like, okay, I need to go to work and then I need to go home and edit, it was like a whole complete shift because I was waking up earlier, I was doing a lot more things. It was just a blessing because I was able to bring you guys along. I can still edit at my desk after work is over. I have to be more intentional with relaxing now because I don't want to get into the mode of I didn't finish everything on my to-do list, so now I have to stay at my desk until like 9 p.m. working here at home. So that's kind of where I'm at. Now the Lord has created the most perfect routine for me in the morning. I get to wake up, still do my devo when it's still dark outside. It really feels like He's just copy pasted me into the most perfect environment to be a Proverbs 31 woman, which He's just so good at that. Like He knows exactly what we need, but now it's up to me to take up that responsibility and be like, okay, I have to wake up, I have to do these things. Like, having that diligence with the Lord is definitely not easy, and there are definitely days that are so hard to get up in the morning. Like, yes, I try to have a good mood. At the end of the day, I still wake up groggy. I still wake up not wanting to do anything. Yes, I just get very excited because then I know that I can really fulfill God's purpose in my life right now. It just feels like a perfect season. It just came to me completely out of the blue. I was literally at a fellowship night and somebody asked me like, hey, like, do you have a part-time job? And I said, I guess kind of, yeah, I just edit videos all day and plan videos. I'm just waiting to see what God has for me because I have this extra time to fill. And this was the principal of a private Christian school, and he's like, oh, well, I have this opportunity, this space to be filled. I would love for you to fill it. Let me know if you're available. It could also be like another part-time. And I was like, okay. I was very hesitant at first because I wanted to pray about it. I didn't know if this was something for me. Again, like, I never saw myself as a teacher. That was like a career that I said that I would never really be interested in. And it's not that I don't love being with kids or teaching kids, but just the day-to-day teacher life is not something that I saw myself doing like long-term. Definitely for a season like now, but it never felt like this was my career. So I didn't know what God wanted until I sat down and I prayed. I prayed about it for like almost, I think it was like a month, almost like 3 weeks. I didn't say anything back. I was just like, okay, like, I'll let you know. And yeah, I just felt so much peace and confirmation, just knowing and getting very excited that I was gonna have a schedule again. I feel like it was very easy for me to be lazy because I had no boss, no other time scheduled or carved out for myself. So God literally had to put me in a position where I had to get up at a specific time. I have to go clock in somewhere. Like, people are expecting me somewhere at a specific time. And that just completely fixed my sleeping routine a little bit. I wasn't getting up at the time I wanted to with the previous schedule. And like, knowing that I had to wake up at a specific time, that's what got me out of bed, which is exactly what got me out of bed when I had college. So shocker. I guess I needed another schedule again. I needed another moment of accountability. It's just crazy how that works. On the days where I don't work, because I do set aside 2 days in the week to just do content, so it is a part-time, but the days that I do work, it's so easy to get up because I know I need to be somewhere. And then the days where I stay home all day and I edit, it's harder to wake up, even though it's later. I have my alarm set for 5:30 when I have to teach or when I have to work. But when I don't have work, I set it for 7:30. 2 whole hours of sleep more. And yes, I do go to sleep a little bit later, but I try not to so I can really rest. Tell me why it's so hard to wake up. I wake up at 8 or like 7:50. Like, it takes me 20 minutes to get out of bed. And like, I know that I have such specific timestamps throughout the day because I know that if I don't go somewhere at a specific time, it's gonna be harder for me to get everything I need to get done throughout the day. I know that at 5:50 a.m. I need to be seated here doing my makeup, doing my hair. And if my alarm is set for 5:30, I actually set it for 5:25 because I noticed I needed an extra 5 minutes in the morning. If I snooze that alarm and I sleep for another 10 minutes, then I have 10 minutes to do all of my skincare routine and get dressed and be seated here and make my bed. I don't want to stress myself out like that in the morning, so it's so easy to get out of bed because I don't want to get behind, so I just get up. And it's the most perfect accountability thing. It's just been a super sweet season, but a season of pruning, a season that I didn't know I needed, a season that God has literally plopped into my lap. I started kindergarten in 2005, and then in 2024, I graduated college. All those years, 19 years of schooling, and then I finally get a 1-year break, and then I'm back in school. Obviously, it is with a different perspective, but it's still the same vibe as like, you have to get up in the morning, you have to drive there, you have to be somewhere at a time. Even though, yes, I'm clocking in, but it's the same thing as I need to be at class at 9 a.m. I need to be at class at 8 a.m. or whatever the case may be. I guess that's kind of like my thought process in this season right now. I try to savor these moments in the morning, like putting on my shoes without rushing, making sure my room is clean, and this is why it helps me get right out of bed because I don't want to be rushing. I feel like if I rush, it really affects the rest of my day, or at least the first couple hours of the day. It's a very big difference for me, so that's something I try to prioritize. In Proverbs 25:26, it talks about opening your mouth with wisdom and teaching with kindness. And I feel like the Lord is teaching me, okay, those days that you have to sub for pre-K, how are you speaking to the kids? Are you speaking with wisdom? And I'm trying to find right now a balance between being firm with them and not giving them a lot of options so that they learn obedience and diligence, but also not doing it in a malicious way, trying to be kind. Because when you're by the 10th time telling something to someone, like, how do you speak to them is the true test. So I made some overnight oats yesterday. All I'm doing is this like brown sugar protein oatmeal. Originally I bought the flax seeds to make lactation cookies for one of my friends who was postpartum, and then I just kept it and I kept putting it in my oatmeal, and I feel like it's great source of fiber. I've been loving adding it to my breakfast. I love to add the Siggi's one. This one doesn't have sugar, and you can also buy the Siggi's one without sugar, but I just love the Siggi's like really thick one. I have to go buy more at the grocery store today. I'm using Chobani, which I love too. Put a little bit of honey on top since it doesn't have any sugar, and it works so well. A ginger shot that I made last night. This has ginger, lemon, turmeric, and pepper. Your immune system definitely needs a boost when you wake up so early, and I feel like I get so tired. I'm awake now. Good morning. I don't think you understand how perfect the Lord has made this day. As you can see, it's still dark outside, and I'm doing my devo, which is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. I have my breakfast here. Today is the last day that it's gonna be this dark because starting Monday, it's daylight savings. So it won't feel as early in the morning, I feel like. I know I'll be waking up at the same time, but it just doesn't click in my brain that it's gonna be this dark, sitting down and doing my devo time. Something I wanted to share is that our church is doing like this morning devo every single day for the month of October. Since there's 31 Proverbs and there's 31 days in October, every morning we're gonna devote a proverb to every day. And guess what day is it today? Today is the 31st. Today is literally Proverbs 31. I did not plan this, and I already planned to film today a long time ago. So coincidentally, today's devo is Proverbs 31. The Lord just ordained this so perfectly. It's the coldest day of the season. It's the last day before daylight savings, so it's extra cozy. And today's Proverbs 31. So let's read it together. Charm is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her works praise her in the gates. I've been loving these little nut packs from Costco for a snack, so I always pack them every day. I love them. It's daylight outside now. Let's start our day. I feel like this fall season calls for like a jazzy music in the morning. Sometimes I put like a peaceful piano or something like that. I've just been loving just putting on some kind of lo-fi. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's either a very cloudy day or the day is absolutely perfect with no clouds. And it seems like today is one of those really cloudy days. These morning commutes are really when I get to just lock in for the day, wind down, reshift my focus from like home to work. Putting some Christian lo-fi here on the TV every day, and it's like the coziest little moment ever. How cutie is this? It's the middle of the day. These are the moments where I get really tired, and I usually have my second coffee of the day. Also, how cute is this sweater? I love it. And it's the perfect fall color right now. It's coffee time. This isn't for me, but this is for the teacher I'm TAing. How cute is this mug? I've been giving myself little reward systems. It's currently Friday. That means it's the perfect day for boba after work. So good. I love a good boba day. It is the most perfect day outside, and I feel like I want to be out here all day. I just want to end off this vlog today to encourage you all that it's completely possible. I know it's hard to wake up really early, and again, that's why I'm super grateful for this job, because it has forced me to wake up this early. The Lord has put me in that position. I think the biggest start that I first did before I even got this job was just dedicate that time to God, and it really was the baseline for everything that came after that. Something I've always struggled with is wanting to be perfect, wanting to get to the level of like, okay, if I get to this level, then I have no issues in my life, because I want to get to the best version I can be, and then that way I have no suffering, no problems, no issues, essentially. Obviously, no one can be perfect except Jesus, and I'm trying to get myself to the level of God, and in a way that's also prideful, because why do I want to avoid suffering if the Lord is using suffering in everyone's lives to glorify Him, to make our lives better? And yeah, it is straightforward thinking, like, oh, no more suffering is good, therefore avoid suffering. It's not really that through line. The through line is suffering leads to refinement, and refinement leads to less suffering by avoiding the things that you knew that hurt you, or lessons that you learned. A person who is truly wise does not only follow the instructions of their own lessons, but also hears the instructions of the person who also went through them. So learning the wisdom from other people is something that I've taken really seriously, and I want to grow in that. And so I'm currently in that season where like I have a lot of teachers and a lot of people telling me like, this is the best way to organize this is the best way to talk to children of these ages. Just stuff you learn and you grow with. I've been subbing pre-K a lot, so I've been learning how to essentially speak to 4 and 5-year-olds, but in a way that is kind, but also is really firm, but is also really good with discipline. At first I was being way too nice to them, and I was giving them a little inch, and then they took a whole mile, and then I was just trying to learn that whole process of like, I'm not going to give them an option, but I'm also going to be kind to them. Keep reminding them like, we're teaching you all of this discipline, all of these regular like human manners because we love you. And so I'm currently like in that stage of learning how to deal with pre-Kers. Such a sweet time in my life right now, and I just kind of wanted to end off this vlog in that little note. And I don't know about you, but I hate this time. I don't like it. I hate the sun going down at like 5:30 by December. I feel like I get nothing done. If the sun is coming down, like I should be done for the day, and it's 5:30. At 5:30 is when I start doing like my last task of the day or something. Generally 5:30 is like when I finish working or editing or any of that. And then the sun to come down at that time is like, oh well, you lost the whole day like working. And it's so tragic. Anyways, that's my rant for right now. I'm just gonna sip on my boba, enjoy the rest of my Friday, and just really take a Sabbath tomorrow and just do what I love. I think I might go out on a run, I might go out book shopping, etc, etc. So thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please like this video because that's how you let me know. Subscribe for more videos like these, and hit the little bell notification right next to the subscribe button so that you get notified every single time that I post. I will see you guys next time. God bless you. Bye.